And now, listeners, something different. For your listening pleasure, we take you to the distant Pacific island of New Guinea and meet explorer Valerie Robyns and skipper Sally Sullivan in their first adventure story. Here are the adventures of Val and Sal.
Valerie Robyns here, explorer of parts known, unknown, and otherwise overlooked by Western society as desolate or primitive. Today, I'm trekking along the Mambe River deep in Papua New Guinea, searching for quicksand. That's right, I'm looking for that murky, mud-like substance that we've all seen swallow people whole in the pulps and pictures. Why? Because some friends of mine in a village outside Port Moresby said there are a great amount of quicksand deposits that should be just a few miles north of where I stand now. I should find the sand deposit shortly, and when I do, you'll be the first to know. This is Valerie Robyns, signing off for now. Valerie Robyns here, taking a quick rest as I search for this quicksand. I'm standing along a muddy bank of the Mambe River, and I don't see a grain of sand anywhere in this section, and the next section is more rocky than anything else. Thankfully, as of right now, I am safe and sound on solid ground. I'm going to grab my canteen from my pack and rest a while longer before continuing on. But wait a minute. My pack is gone. And due to my heavy-duty exploration boots, I was entirely unaware that my feet have sunk beneath the mud as well. This is great news, listeners. I found the quicksand, and in this case it is more like mud. This is fascinating. You see, it's like the water along the river has reacted with the muddy deposits I'm currently sinking into to develop the perfect recipe to form a vacuum around my legs as I sink lower into the ground. While I am in awe of this natural phenomenon, it's up to my waist now, and I must sign off and begin attempting to reach some vines overhead. Until later, this is On Walkabout with Valerie Robyns.
This is On the Waters with Sally Sullivan. I'm here aboard my steam schooner, Sal, providing anyone listening with information on the nature and ecology of wherever I'm sailing. Today, I'm heading up the Mambar River with supplies for a nearby village, and I have seen quite a lot of fascinating wildlife in these parts. Indeed, Papua New Guinea is one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. If you want to discover a new plant or species, this is the place to do it. And everywhere you turn is wildlife. To the right of me along the shoreline are a group of southern cassowaries. At 6 feet tall, these are the largest birds on the island. And they are very dangerous, and people have been killed by them. But don't be too wary about the cassowary, because they're flightless. Oh goodness, a bull shark just swam by. Oh, yes, even the most beautiful places in the world are home to sharks. We'll just street far away from that fella. And to the left is... Oh my goodness, it's a woman caught in quicksand. Oh, hello there. Hello, are you all right?
Oh, yes, just great. I have found a fantastic sample of quicksand.
Oh, I can see that. Are you able to get out?
Not quite.
I better throw you a line or else you'll become part of this fine sample of quicksand you found.
Thank you.
Anytime. What's your name? And what are you doing so far up the Mambar River?
My name is Valerie Robyns, and I am an explorer.
And what is it you're exploring?
Well, whatever suits my fancy, I suppose. Today it was that quicksand, tomorrow it could be a tree kangaroo. But presently, with this fresh quicksand in hand, I am quite ready to return to Port Moresby. Could I trouble you to take me there?
Oh, not at all. Sal and I are headed that way ourselves. But first, we gotta deliver some supplies at a village upriver.
And, who is Sal and where is he?
You're standing on him. Sal is the name of my steam schooner.
Oh, well, how long until you and, Sal get us to that village you spoke of?
We'll be there sooner than you know. I guess we'd be docking by the time that quicksand dries off your clothes there.
Sounds fine to me.
Then I'll resume my course. Well, that's the last of the delivery. Ready to cast off for Port Moresby?
Ready when you are. Do most of these transactions go smoothly?
Usually. No matter where I sail, people need supplies. And often, it's the locals that have the best spots to find rare wildlife and fauna. Or other things. For example, that man over there kept telling me about some caves that apparently lead to an underground river.
An underground river?
Yes.
Why didn't you acquire a map to this underground river?
Well, for one thing, it could be a fake. For another, I can't just leave my boat Sal all by itself along the shore.
Well, I am going to purchase that man's map. As an explorer, it is my duty to find that river.
But if the map is authentic, that means it was already found by people who live here.
Yeah, alright, but I haven't found this fascinating natural wonder, and I want to find it.
Suit yourself. I'll sail for Port Moresby shortly. If you hear the whistle 3 times, it means I'm casting off.
I'll be back in no time. Sorry, excuse me. Wait! Here I am.
Just in time. We'll reach the open water in a couple of hours. Then we'll circle around the southern end of the island and get back to Port Moresby.
Can we delay that?
Delay that? Why would we do that?
I acquired the map to the caves that leads to that underground water system, and I need to be dropped off further upriver.
Well, I'm not going upriver. I'm going to Port Moresby to resupply, and I recommend the same for you if you're about to start trekking up into the Owen Stanley Mountains.
Well, I can manage just fine.
Just like you were managing fine in that quicksand earlier.
I did find what I was looking for.
That's true.
This is Walter Klondike broadcasting from outside of Port Moresby with a travel alert for those currently located along the Mambari River. Be aware of a Japanese Imperial Navy patrol seen heading up the river.
Oofda! It looks like we need to turn around after all. I'm not letting my boat get searched or seized.
Sounds like we're going cave hunting.
Sounds like you are going cave hunting. I'll drop you off wherever you want, but I am not leaving my boat behind. I'll keep heading up the river in hopes I avoid that Imperial patrol.
Well, this is on a walkabout with Valerie Robyns. I'm deep in the Owen Stanley Mountains. After following a map that supposedly takes me to an underground river in New Guinea, I found myself at an overlook at quite a high elevation. I've yet to find the caves that lead to this supposed river, but they must be near here somewhere. Wait a moment. Where is that breeze coming from? There is a breeze coming from some foliage along this rock face, and I've got a hunch. Aha! I found the cave. The cooler temperatures inside caused that breeze. I'm gonna have to start exploring and see if I can find this river. This is Valerie Robyns signing off for now.
This is Sally Sullivan reporting into the Civilian Radio Network. I took a tributary of the Mambari River to avoid that Imperial patrol. Hopefully they won't sail this way. As I steam up this tributary, I'm seeing many of the iconic plant and animal life of Papua New Guinea. This section I'm currently in has a large family of crocodiles on either side of me. Just moments ago, I passed a few species of birds of paradise, and I am speaking of the birds, not the plants. Oh, but lo and behold, I'm looking to the right of my boat here, and sure enough, there are some iconic birds of paradise plants. I'm going to pull out my camera and take a few photographs, but I'll check in later with my update on my whereabouts. This is Sally Sullivan signing off.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? I'm attempting to report to the Civilian Radio Network. This is Valerie Robyns, and I've located something fascinating. I'm currently standing alongside an underground waterway deep under the Owen Stanley Mountains. Where it leads, or what it connects to, will require a proper expedition. But I'm cataloguing everything I can in my journal. I'll explore the immediate area for a while longer, and then head back the way I came and find passage back to Port Moresby. I just need to... Are those footsteps? Who else could possibly be in this cave? Well, I don't know who's coming this way, but something tells me I better pack up and find another way out of here. This is Valerie Robyns signing off.
This is Sally Sullivan here, and I found the end of this tributary. It is a beautiful little lagoon of sorts, with a stunning waterfall that leads to the source of this section of the Mambar River system. I've set anchor here to wait out that patrol on the main river. I'll wait until nightfall if I need to. In the meantime, I'm taking in all of this natural splendor. Oh, what was that? Valerie Robyns?
Hiya, Sally.
Oh, where on earth did you come from?
Oh, I came down the falls.
Oh my goodness, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. It was not my first time down a waterfall, but that was the first time I had to jump down a waterfall to evade enemy soldiers.
Enemy soldiers?
Yeah, that's right. Looks like that patrol also included a land party. I think I lost them, but they'll surely be checking this area soon enough.
Well, I laid anchor here to wait out that Imperial patrol, but perhaps we should risk it and try to sail out of here.
I agree.
We're heading full steam out of the tributary.
Great. But is there enough room for us to get by that boat up ahead?
What boat?
That boat up ahead.
Oh no, now my timbers are shivered. That's the Imperial patrol.
Do you think they make trouble for us?
I don't want to find out.
Then, sail into the waterfall.
Are you crazy?
Do you trust me?
No, I hardly know you.
Do you have any other options?
No, I don't suppose so.
Then sail into the waterfall.
All right, it seems like certain death, but surely you have something in mind with this crazy idea. I'm sailing toward the waterfall.
If I'm right, we'll be safe and out of view of that Japanese patrol in just a moment.
Oh, we didn't crash into rock.
I had a hunch that the underground river system I found connected to the nearby tributaries.
Do you know where it leads?
Can't say I do. I'd only just found it before the land patrol was on my tail.
Well then, we'll take this where it leads. This is Sally Sullivan reporting into the Civilian Radio Network. Alongside me is explorer Valerie Robyns, and we just can't believe it. Via an underground river that Miss Robyns was exploring, we successfully evaded that patrol. We've come out on the other end, and I just checked our location and found out we were just up the coast from Port Moresby in Red Scar Bay. I am presently headed there to drop off Miss Robyns and resupply. This is Sally, signing off.
Listening to On Walkabout. This is Valerie Robyns. I've arrived in Port Moresby thanks to my new skipper friend, Sally Sullivan. I'm about to disembark and begin searching for my next adventure. There's surely someone around this town with a map to something interesting, and I'm going to find them. Until next time, this is Valerie Robyns signing off.
Well, so long, Miss Robyns.
See you later, Sally. And by the way, you can call me Val if you like.
All right then. See you around, Val.